Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is me. Because I've been the, I don't know the victim's the right word, but attempted victim of a hit piece in the newspaper yesterday. It took 2 days for anybody to find. Anyway, so what happened was, those who have watched the channel and watch all my videos will be aware that I'd done a piece on Sunday where I went out to Paisley to a care home, or sorry, an old care home that's now abandoned, to video what was going on there and allay talk about some of the fears that some local residents had passed on to me. They have a fear that the building could be used in the future as an asylum home. So they were a bit concerned. So I thought I'll go out, have a wee look and just see what happens. So I went out, didn't make any claims, just told people about the fears of people in the community. Showed the close proximity to the primary school, which is basically diagonally across the road, and said it looks as if there was a bit of life about the place because there was things there. There was like a portal had been put up, some rubbish was shown at near bins, etc. So there was obviously something going on inside the home. And I'll put a link to it down here somewhere, either now if I can work out how to do that or at the end of the video. So that was it. Some people watched it, caused a wee bit of discussion. Then today, while looking into the care home, Googled the care home, and up popped this piece in the Daily Record about my video that nobody had read. Because it's a terrible, I'm an amateur at this, right? Don't profess to be a journalist, but one thing I understand the importance of is the thumbnail before you get to a video. So the picture in a piece like this is quite important. And the headline. And the headline and the picture were complete pish. So that's how nobody read it, right? But it was quite funny. I'll probably double the readership on it by sharing it once on Twitter today. However, the video, the story was just actually so funny, right? I need to share it with you and point out some absolute blatant, obvious discrepancies in their story about my story, right? So their headline was pretty weak. And the headline was, claims Paisley care home will be used for asylum seekers, not true, right? Now, you could think 100 things that would be better than that, like council, dispel rumours on care home future or something like that, right? Maybe something a wee bit interesting in that. And it says, Paisley activists denounced the video, posted on YouTube, activists being plural, by the way, remember that, posted on YouTube as an attempt to stir up division in the community. Oh, right. It then goes on to say, claims a former care home will be used to house asylum seekers have been branded untrue by the local authority. Now, just screenshot this, bookmark it, whatever you do, right? That today, in a piece about me, the local council have claimed that it is not going to be used for asylum seekers, okay? Which is weird because they then tell you later on in the story that they don't know what it's going to be used at. But that's just one of the holes in this story that's like a sieve. Renfrewshire Council, which owns Montrose Care Home, yesterday said there was no truth to the claims made by Craig Houston that the property will be used to accommodate people seeking asylum. Now, I didn't make those claims. I just said that there was concerns that people were having that that's what could happen. But there you go. The Foxbar building, which is about to be put up for sale, will instead be directly targeted at private elderly care providers. Right. Good luck with that. Mr. Houston, who is not from Renfrewshire, okay, hands up all the people who went to school with me in Linwood, right? And then I went to East Fulton Primary, then Linwood High, then when I was about 12, we moved to Bridge of Weir, which is, guess what, in Renfrewshire as well, and I went to Grife High, right? So that was like up till I was 21. And then when I was like 30 to 40, 35 to 45 time, I spent about 10 years living in Houston. So for over 30 years of my life, which is 51 years in total, so about 60% of my life, born and bred and lived in Renfrewshire, right? But I'm not for Renfrewshire, according to this journalist in the Daily Record. Sorry, I should rephrase that. This journalist in the Paisley Express, because the Paisley Express is owned by the same group. It's got fired into that because that's what she's a journalist for. And the Daily Record have copied and pasted into their website. Don't think it made the print. Doubt it did, right? Because it's a rotten story. So anyway, Mr. Houston, who's not from Renfrewshire, purports on social media to be a member of the Social Democratic Party. I don't purport to be a member of it at all. The fact is, I am currently the interim chairman of the SDB party. There's no purporting about it. It's fact, right? A movement which seeks to promote a generation of long mass migration. Pause. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. Because see that alone, right? That also I dismay some of the things that say that party's totally left wing, right? So I'm the interim chair of a party that say this: promote a generation long mass immigration. Pause. Delighted. One of the main reasons I joined them. All right, if you get the same as me, have a look at their policies. They're champion. And if you want to join, I'll see you there, right? Mr. Houston circulated the falsehood as part of his featured 10-minute moan on Craig Houston Talks to YouTube channel. In his exclusive report, Mr. Houston said he had been contacted by locals with concerns but failed to outline or identify what they were. So in this paragraph, they claim that I failed to outline what these concerns were. Now listen to the next 3 paragraphs, because all I do is they quote me and I'm telling you on video their concerns. But they claim in paragraph 1 that I fail to outline or identify what their concerns are. So then they quote me from the video. He said they fear they may be the next place in what you can see is a very residential area to be inundated with potentially 100 asylum seekers, single men of fighting age. So that's paragraph 1, tell a concern. The next paragraph, second paragraph, the reason they are concerned, so I'm talking about their concerns, is the building is approximately a 50-room building that once upon a time has been housed to look after our old and infirm, but now could house 2 to a room and approximately 100 asylum seekers, if this is true. Second paragraph, since he claimed I didn't tell you concerns, I'm telling you the concerns. In the third paragraph, since he said I didn't mention the concerns, they are concerned about 2 things. It's proximity to residential areas, and as you can see, because I panned the camera across, it is diagonally across the road from a primary school. So this paper that claimed that I've not covered the concerns of the community, in the next 3 paragraphs, highlights 3 concerns that I highlighted in my video. And that's a journalist. The people of Foxbar, this one as well, have no desire whatsoever to be the next town in the United Kingdom inundated and overrun by unrecorded, undocumented asylum seekers, because we will potentially see a drop in community spirit and a rise in crime. So the next 4 paragraphs after saying I didn't point out any of the concerns of local residents, I point out concerns of the local residents. Mr. Houston also went to find out the truth, but has, the Express understands, failed to contact the owner of the building or the UK Home Office to ascertain the future use of the building. Instead, he suggested that rubbish by the wheelie bins and other activity means work has been done in the site. That's almost true. What I said was I made a mistake. I showed a photograph of a Portaloo and said a porta cabin, right? So there's a Portaloo there, and there's stuff around about the bins, like waste and stuff, like building waste, that would suggest that something's going on in the site. That's what I said. I stand by that, because I was there and seen it with my own eyes and actually put it on the video, right? So if there was nothing going on in the site, there'd be no rubbish there, and there'd be no need for a Portaloo, right? So what I said was true. Where are we? It gets better, by the way. Best bits still to come. Mr. Houston was contacted by the Paisley Daily Express and asked to substantiate his claims. I didn't make any claims. I said, what if, right? And also said, if these are true. I didn't make any claims. Passed on the concerns of people in the neighbourhood within eyesight distance of that home, but has not responded. Nobody at the Paisley Daily Express has contacted me. I've got a YouTube channel with 50-odd thousand people, and some videos get 250,000 likes. I wish they all did, but some of them do. And on that, I believe there's my email address, so you can contact me through that. You can contact me through Twitter. You send me a DM. There's loads of ways of contacting me. Your own newspaper, the Daily Record, 10 years ago, I must have wrote about 20 minimum front page articles for them, because of a conversation I've had with their journalists about football related stuff. They've all got my phone number. So, Paisley Daily Express contacted me before that story went out. No, you didn't. John Curtis this is my favourite bit coming up, right? I'm actually going to put a picture on the screen of this crew because I'm a bit scared for my own safety now. John Kelly, a member of Black Lives Matter and co-founder of Paisley for Palestine, denounced the video as an attempt to stir up division in the community. John Kelly, he said, unfortunately, this YouTube message provides another example of ill-informed scaremongering regarding people potentially seeking refuge in our town. Worryingly, the language used in this short clip reflects that used by right-wing groups, that would be me, who seek to encourage discord and division in our communities. Paisley has a history of welcoming people fleeing from trouble, including Kosovo, Syria and the Ukraine, to name but a few. Many people, myself included, would wish to make it clear that refugees are welcome here. No talk about the building. Just saying, I'm a right wing and he would like refugees, right? So say when Paisley eventually is overrun with refugees, right? Because even driving through Paisley, I went up past the Watermill Hotel to turn left, go up to Foxbar Road or whatever, up towards when I went to film the thing. Couldn't believe how different that town looked to when I used to cut about it as a kid, right? Very different feeling about it. Anyway, when it ends up mentoring Paisley, go and chat John Kelly in the door and say, "Hi John, all these refugees are here. The place is a shithole, right? What are we going to do about it, John?" Because he's got all the answers, right? A spokesperson for Renfrewshire Council said there is no current plan, that's a good word, isn't it? Current plan, for the future use of the care home. The building will soon be put on the market for sale, and marketing will include targeting to care home providers. Any decision to sell will be considered by councils in due course. Newsflash, they've been doing that since last year, right? They decided about the middle of last year it was not going to be a care home. There was articles in newspapers in November, 4 months ago, telling you that they were going to try and market it as a care home. But they'd already looked at internal and partner groups who could utilise it as a care home, and none of them could use it, right? So they've already been doing, they're not like the day going to go, right, let's try and find a care home to move in here. They've been doing it for months. Zero, nante, right? No response. So then what will happen is they'll need to, because it's a publicly owned building and they've said they're going to offset it by selling it, they'll then need to open up the horizons, right? To, well, what else could you do? Oh, there's a guy wanting to build it and he'll get a home office contract to put people in. That's how this happens, right? They've always got to extinguish the possibility of, can we use it as a care home? But nobody in Renfrewshire Council's umbrella or partners, right? Now, bear in mind, they'll already partner private care homes just now, because there'll be private care homes in Renfrewshire Council's areas. Nobody wanted it as a care home. Okay, so bookmark this, come back and look at it again in the future, and don't be shocked and stunned when they say, well, we did try, right? Because that's all they need to do. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be or it's not going to be. I've never said that. But what I'm saying is, don't be surprised if it is. And they come back and say, yeah, we extinguished all possibilities and we couldn't find someone to take it on as a care home. That's because it's shut, right? If you'd have done that before you shut it, maybe use a bit of common sense and sell it as a going concern, you might have found a buyer. Anyway, where are we? So the current plan is no current plan for the future use of the care home. The building will soon be put in the market for sale. Marketing will include targeting to care home providers, but not uniquely to care home providers. So they've already told you that they're not going to just look at care home providers anymore. So since November, that's changed. And now it will include targeting to care home providers. Not solely. Any decision to sell will be considered by the councils in due course. Of course it will. And if you only get one bid for it, you'll sell it, right? Montrose Care Home was deemed surplus to the requirements in November last year when councils agreed it should be put up for sale. The axe fell on the home in Herriot Avenue earlier in 2024 after members of the Integration Joint Board, which oversees Renfrewshire Health and Social Care Partnership, voted 6-2 to close the facility. The controversial measure, which is subject of a protest, was taken in a bid to cut costs amid a challenging financial picture of the HSCP. It was estimated pulled in a saving of almost £400,000. There you go. there's your hit piece on Big Craig. Rotten, innit? Absolutely. If anything, it'll actually help me, because some people that were considering the SDP route were thinking, oh, they're a bit left of centre for me. Right, you've highlighted one of the best policies we've got. We're like, we need a pause on massive immigration for a generation, right? Because this place is getting out of hand. Love it. That'll drive people to me. So thanks very much, Daily Record, for trying to do a hit piece, which turned into an advert and will get me more support from getting to Holyrood. Champion. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Hit the subscribe and give me your comments below. They're always good. Thank you very much. But most importantly of all, unless you're the type of person that thinks you're going to come and do a hit piece on me, and actually does me great. I hope more people read your hit piece, right? No you, but everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.